Hi guys, today I'm releasing a tutorial. This is going to be only video and how to have Orbital AA on and auto aim, pretty much aim assist all the time. This should work with any config as long as you're savvy enough to tune the sensitivity to your liking. It takes a lot of tuning after setting it up. It will change the responsiveness of the mouse, so you might need to play a few games and adjust it until you get used to it. Orbital aim assist will work when holding ADS or shift or shooting, right? When holding a button, and auto aim it's on all the time. This was possible with the help of two people. Emily helped with the sensitivity and the unknown helped with how to use auto aim. So first I'm going to try to go to open file location, make a copy of the X, paste it, change the name, exit the software and open it again, so I should have the new variant here, a copy. Now I'm going to change the mouse sensitivity. I will add a bit of smoothing and then change here the sensitivity from 600 to 300 and for 750 to 450. And then I'm going to increase the curve at the beginning and the middle of the response curve, so it helps better aim, because I'm going to use a classic curve on Apex. Then I go to my controller, virtual controller settings on my left stick. This might be right for you, but left for me. I use a tiny bit of deflection, no initial speed, no acceleration, and I do a curve almost like the other one. I will also change the sensitivity here on Apex. No dead zone, no response curve, no threshold. My hipfire speed is going to be 420. 420, yay! And then the turning extra is going to be 250. The ADS is going to be real low. This is important. So I have 40 and then extra of 15. Right? You can tune the extra for both hipfire and ADS if you want to turn the sensitivity. I will recommend not changing the speed, but just the extra. Here it will feel super fast. Back on reWASD. Now I'm going to add a new binding for any key. In this case it's going to be L shift. And on this one I'm going to do a combo. Here's a diagram I found with some explanation on the left side. So pretty much the yellow line, linear aim assist, moving side to side. When I get to the edge, it's going to, and I need to change directions, that zone is going to trigger, so it's going to stop giving me aim assist when I change directions. And the same with elliptical, it's not the same. I have tried up or down, left or right, and it's not as strong as doing circles as the orbital aim assist. Doing circles ensures you're getting aim assist in all points of the circle. So I'm going to do a diamond shape starting from the red dot. I have the X and Y coordinates right on red, green, blue and fuchsia. So I start at a deflection for the left stick on X for 4 and then I do 1 for Y on 0. Both need to be absolute deflection. I change the delay between keys to 1 millisecond because I don't want 10 seconds between each changes. I just want 5 milliseconds between each point. But you can see then the next one should be 0 on X and -4 for Y. And then do the third point. The third point is going to be -4 on X and it's going to be 0 on Y. I always add my 5 millisecond delay. And then our last point, that X is going to be 0 and Y is going to be 4. Here the total time is 19 milliseconds because I need to add another 5 millisecond delay at the end, so it's 24. That will make it so I can cycle. Here I go turbo and I do it every 25 milliseconds. And here I just hold shift. It's trying to track the target, but it's shaking too much. To mitigate this, I go into my ALC and the response curve I switch to 13, which is going to be similar of the classic curve. Now I hold shift and it's tracking it without much shaking. If you see the map, you will see that it starts shaking and then stops, shakes, stops, but it's really small. You can increase the response curve to 14 or maybe 15 if you want less shaking, but 13 should be enough. Now if I want to have the macro on a different key, then I will do the following. I will go into the combo, select all of the keys and then copy. I can go there to my left click and on the press option, open a macro, a combo, paste it, make sure it's 1 millisecond, and then do the turbo for 25 milliseconds. So now it's working when I hold ADS. Now I need to add the ADS button, so I make a combo and then hold until release, just a left trigger. If I don't do a combo, it's just going to hold and release, so I need to do a combo so it holds the key. Now it's going to hold ADS and also activate Orbital AA. Now let's do the same with the fire button. We go into the first tab, delete the combo, create a new combo, paste. Make sure it's executed once, 1 milliseconds, 24 in total, turbo 25. And then on the single key press, on my configuration, I already have something else, it might not be on yours. So to remove this, I go to radial menus, I go to the click that changes back to controller, I remove it, and then I do it on the click release. On the release, I will go back to my controller layer. Alright, so now I can do the combo for shooting and recoil control. I hold RT and then I move the left stick -2 on Y as a relative deflection. Make sure to have this on, because if it's off, right, it's not going to show on here. Then I go to my joystick, in my case my left joystick, right, settings, dead zones, and then I'm going to change the type to custom. The shape is going to be a cross. Make sure to have this at the limit 0 and 100. And then under the show advanced dead zone options, make sure it's on and turn the anti-dead zone a bit until it reaches around 800, a low value. Then you need to hit back. That always saves the changes. Here, look, it saves it. I change the controller and it doesn't work. Let me try a higher number. I'm going to do 900. Make sure to save it. There you go. And then we try, still nothing, a bit higher. And I'm going to try 1100 now. Now it's working. I'm not pressing, touching anything, and it's following it. If you want the auto aim, then you do not need any macro, so you don't need to have the macro on any of the mouse buttons. You only need to change the sensitivity on reWASD and on Apex. You can keep this 420, right, just to have the same speed, but increase the extra yaw and pitch. Same with the speed and extra, right? So in that case, you will have the same feeling, but it will be faster. You can also change the sensitivity on reWASD, right? So it's faster or slower, but keep the Apex settings. Here is where you can change this, right? I have 600 before, and I turn it down to 300, and from 750 to 450. Now the last important thing will be the ADS sensitivity. Here, as you see, I have an 8 and 7, because if I have a regular one, like have 1 or less than 1, then it's going to be too slow. So you will need to go into each sensitivity and change it. Right here it's too slow, so I go back to 8, and now it's fast. That should be fast enough. So you will need to go into every scope, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then you will need to adjust for every scope.